Hello students, today I am going to explain you chapter number 8, that is growing plants. In this chapter we will learn about different types of plants, flowers, seeds, fruits, and how plants grow, how new plants grow, how they give flower. This thing we will learn in this chapter. We get many things from plants. We grow plants in garden and field. Plant produce in different ways. Reproduce in different ways. Many of the plants grows from seed, but some plants grow from their pods as well. There are three ways in which plants reproduce. Number one, new plant from seed, new plant from spores, new plant from other parts of the mother plant. So in what they are telling in the first paragraph, they are telling that we have seen different types of plant in different gardens, everything we have seen, and we know that plant reproduce in different ways. There are three ways from which plant reproduce. One, from the seed the plant comes. Number two, from the spores, and number three, from the old part of the plant, from the mother plant, from the part of a mother plant. If we take the branch and we sow it, then from there a new plant will come. Next, new plant from seeds. Most plants have flower change into fruit have seeds inside them. When the fruit dries up, the seed inside are left to grow into new plants. When the seeds get right kind of air, water, soil and temperature, it grows into a new plant. This plant soon become an adult plant and bear fruits and flower. The fruits again bear seeds from which more new plants can grow. In this way, the process repeats itself. Some plants produce many seeds like tomato, oranges, and some plants produce only one seed like mango. So what they are telling, new plant from seeds. In this part, they are telling that most plants have flower. We know that most plants have flower change into fruit have seeds inside them. So these things they are telling. When the fruit dries up, the seeds inside are left to grow into new plants. So what they are telling, when the fruit is dried up, then the seed inside are left to grow. So when the seed gets right kind of air, water, soil and temperature, it grows into a new plant. So when you will give proper amount of air it will get, proper amount of water you will give, and soil and temperature it will give, then you will get a new plant. This plant soon become an adult plant and bears flower and fruit. This fruit again bears seeds from which more new plant can grow. In this way, the process repeats itself. So this is the process when you sow a seed and then gradually it become a plant, and then it bears fruit and flower, and then it gives new seeds. From there you can grow new plants. Like this, the life cycle of a plant repeats itself. Some plants produce many seeds like tomatoes, oranges, and some plants produce only one seed like mango. If you will see the plant or the fruits of tomato and orange, you will see that several seeds are there inside it. But if you will see mango, then you can see that only one seed is there in a mango. Now, parts of seed. A seed has three main parts. Number A, seed coat. This seed is surrounded by a tough covering called the seed coat. It protects the baby plant. It also allows water to enter the seed and prevent the baby plant and food to dry up. So what is the seed coat? Seed coat is the outer covering of the seed, which is a tough covering. It protects the baby plant. It also allows water to enter the seed. The seed coat is a tough covering which allows water to enter and prevent baby plant plant and food to dry up. On a closer look, you will find a mark on the seed coat. This is the seed stalk. If you can see, which attach the seed to the fruit. There is a small hole just above this mark. If we squeeze the seed gently, the water will come out from this hole. This hole also allows the water to enter the seed. So what they are telling, in the seed coat, if you will see very nicely, then you can see a small opening will be there. There is a small hole through which water generally enters. If you squeeze the seed very gently, then you will see that some water will come from the seed. Number B, seed leaves. The stored food in them, the baby plant uses this food till it grow its own leaf. Seed leaves are also called cotyledons. As you can see in the picture, this yellow color one, this is known as the cotyledons. So the baby plant, what they do, until or unless they grow outside, they take food from this cotyledon and then they survive. Number C, baby plant. The tiny and delicate baby plant is present between the seed leaves. The seed leaves protect the baby plant. The baby plant grows into a new plant. In the seed, before the growth of the plant, inside the seed, the baby plant is present. Until or unless it grows and it takes food from the outside, then before that time they take food from the cotyledons. Now, germination of seed. When a seedling comes out of a seed and grows into a baby plant, this process is called germination. A seed requires right amount of air, water and warmth for germination. What they are telling, what is germination of seed? When a seed comes out of seedlings comes out of seed and grows into a baby plant, this process is called germination. What is germination? The coming out of seedling from seed and grows into a baby plant, this process is called germination. So you need to learn this. What is germination? A seed requires right amount of air, water and warmth for germination. For germination, what a seed requires, for survival of human being, we need air, water, whereas for germination, for reproduction of seed or for growing of seed, is required three things, that is air, water and proper warmth, that is proper temperature. Air helps the seed to breathe, water softens the seed coat so the baby plant can grow out. Water also mixes with stored food in seed leaves to make liquid food for the baby plant. Warmth makes the baby plant body cell active so that they start growing into a new plant. Different stages of germination. Germination takes place in different stages. They are: seed absorb water through seed hole, seed coat become loose and seed leaves become soft. Lower part of the baby plant grows downward as the root, and the upper part of the baby plant grows upward. As you know, you can see in the picture, the lower part of the seed is growing towards the down and the plant is growing towards the upward. The baby plant growing towards upward. Leaves begin to appear on the shoot. At this stage, the seed leaves provide food to the seedling. So when the leaves comes out, they are going towards the shoot and that is going towards the upward direction. When the leaves will come, they will start giving food to the plant. Soon the seedling grows its own leaves and start making its own food through photosynthesis. By now the seed leaves dry up and fall off. So what they are telling, the cotyledons, when the plant grows, the cotyledon get attached. You can see in the picture, these two are known as cotyledon. When the leaves came and leaves start giving food to the plant, then what they do, the cotyledon dry up and they fall off from the plant. After this, the stem grows stronger and more leaves appear. Eventually bud appear. These blossom into flowers and which produce fruits and seeds. Eventually buds also appear and then this grows into gives seeds and everything. Now dispersal of seed. Plants cannot move from one place to another. When the fruit dries up and the seed are ready for germination, then they fall from the ground near the mother plant and grow. But if all baby plant grew near the mother plant, they would not get enough sunlight, food and water and space to grow. So nature have some agents to scatter these seeds in the form of animals, birds and insects. Wind and water also help in scattering the seed. This process of scattering of seed or fruit away from the mother plant is called dispersal. It helps the seed to reach favorable grounds for their growth. So what they are telling, dispersal of seed, as we know that when the seed grows in a plant, when the plant grows fruit, inside the fruit seeds is there, and then seed goes off from the mother plant and then they fall near the mother plant and then they grow new plants. So what if all the seed fall near the mother plant? What will happen? If all the seed grows near the mother plant, then the thing which is going to happen is that lots of plant is going to grow in one place. Lots of plant is going to grow in one place, and then less amount of food or less amount of sunlight they will get. So what they need to do, they need to disperse in different places. So how they will get dispersed? They will move from one place to another. They will move with the help of air, with the help of water, with the help of different things. They will move from one place to another, and then they will grow new plants with the help of air. When the air will blow, that time what will happen? The seeds will go away and go far away, and then they will get more and more water, more and more place for growth. So this dispersion process, the process of scattering of seeds or fruits away from the mother plant, is called dispersal. If somebody asks you what is dispersal, dispersal means the process of scattering of seed from the mother plant away is known as dispersal. So I hope there is no confusion regarding this, and there shouldn't be any confusion as per we are discussing till now this chapter. Now we will be discussing about how the seeds get dispersed in different ways. So all of you listen very carefully. Wind, dispersal by wind. Now we will discuss about the different agents of dispersal. Wind carries the seed to far away places. These seeds have tiny hair which act as wings. Wings help the seed to fly. As you can see in the picture, this dandelion, you can see sometimes the dandelion pictures in movies, and sometimes nearby your house also you can see the dandelion always flies on the air. So what happened? This dandelion are the spores. This spores formation, the spores comes out, and with the help of wind, the spores bearing seed flies away to the far place, and then in different place you can see the plant has grown. Now dispersal by water. The seed and fruit of plant which grows in or near water are dispersed by water. Coconut is a good example of seed being carried away by water. Its thick coat of fiber hold air. The nut can float for thousands of miles into the sea. Lotus flower has a spongy pulse which helps it float on water. The spore of algae and water fungi often swim away from parent plant to grow else everywhere. So what they are telling, dispersal by water. In dispersal of water, the thing is that when the plant grows, when the seed and when the plant gives seeds, and the plant that are growing near the sea or near the river, what they do, they leave their seed on water. With the waves of the water, the seed goes to the far place, and then they get these plants on a far place also. As you can see the example of coconut, you can see in maximum time films and movies, you can see that in the island, in an unknown island, when somebody go, they get coconut plant. How? The question is how? The answer for this is, coconut, when they fall off from the coconut tree, sometimes they fall on water. Those coconut trees which are present near the sea or near the river, they gives coconut on they fall off coconut sometime on water. With the waves of water, this coconut can float for a far distance, because its outer covering is very thick and the water cannot destroy the inside nut, and then the coconut can reach near islands, and you can get coconut tree on those islands. Like lotus also, lotus, you can see the lotus has spongy parts which helps it to float on water. These spores of algae and water fungi often swim away from parent plant to grow elsewhere. Dispersal by animals. Human beings and animals eat fruits and throw their seeds to different places. Some seeds have hook and spikes which attach themselves to the furry coat of animals and are carried away over long distance. As you can see in the picture, humans and animals, what two processes by which human and animal disperse seed. One is that we eat fruits and then we leave the seed to a far distance places. We sometimes from market we bring mangoes and watermelon. After eating that, we throw the seeds in our nearby house, any places. Over there we leave it and we think that new plant will grow, and sometimes new plants also grows. And one unknown process is that with the some plants have hooks and spikes. So what happens on that, with our cloth, these seeds bearing hooks and spikes get attached, and then they go through a long distance. Now dispersal by bird. Some seeds present in fleshy foods are eaten by the bird. The bird flies away to different place where the seeds are passed out unharmed in their waste. What they are doing, some seeds present in fleshy foods are eaten by bird. So birds eat some seed which have fleshy food. Then what they do, the bird fly away to different place where the seeds are passed out unharmed in their waste. Then after, when the bird leave this waste to a far, when the bird go to a far distance, and then they release waste material. With the waste material, new seed, these seeds comes out, and then the seed grows on that plant. Now explosion of the fruits. Some fruits like germanium, balsam or pea burst open suddenly when they dry up. The force of explosion helps the seed to scatter. Now some plants are there or some fruits are there. What happens? When their fruit burst out, the seed when dry up, the fruit get burst up, and then this, with the help of some force, the seed goes far away, and then the seed, and then the new plant grows on the far distance. So I hope, or if you have understood till this much, in the next video I will explain you new plants from sports. Thank you.